So it's now less than 3 months until I attempt to go sub 3 in the marathon for the first time, and I've just completed 6 weeks worth of base training. So what next? That's what I'm going to be discussing in this video as I take you through what my next 6 weeks of training is going to look like. Let's roll the intro and get stuck right into it. Hello, I'm Nick. Welcome back to the channel. This one is all about support training. What am I going to be doing to get me ready for that specific phase which comes just before I take on the Abingdon Marathon in October. Now, if this sounds in any way familiar, you may have come across Andrew Snow's Run Elite book. So I'm using that as a bit of a base, a guide in terms of how I do things, but doing things my own way too. So where base training was all about those easy miles with some strides and some hill sprints, what we're doing in the support phase is just getting a bit more specific. So in the book, Andrew talks about two things. It's about speed quality and endurance quality. Now, the speed quality side of things is about going faster than your race pace. Just about avoided knocking my sunglasses off there. So my plan for that is really just to go out with my club on a Tuesday where we're doing speed work, mainly interval sessions, and they're all going to be running at faster than marathon pace. And then the other side of the coin is the endurance quality, and that's gradually getting closer to that marathon pace. Now, one other element of this support training is long runs, but for me it just makes sense to actually incorporate this endurance quality into my long runs. So I got the first one of those on Sunday, so I'll show you more what that looks like shortly. And I just want to say, this is kind of what I've decided to do. I found that actually training at different paces can be super effective to building fitness, and these principles just sound good to me. But the thing is, what you must remember is that the easy running that makes up the vast majority of training is so vital. And if I'm going to be able to get the most out of this speed quality, endurance quality on my long runs, then I'm going to be having to really be slowing down a lot of the time. So that looks like around 80% of my runs are either going to be recovery or easy runs, as I largely use heart rate and perceived effort to judge that. That means a lot of zone 1 and zone 2 running, and slower the better, provided you keep your running form. So yeah, I really want to be building that aerobic endurance, which I've talked about during base training. That doesn't stop now, it just means we're layering a few things on top. And the strides and the hill reps, they will continue, so I just gotta see how they fit in to some of this faster work. And the other big thing about support training is I'm building a mileage to a peak. So during this base building phase, I've been averaging about 54 miles a week, so somewhere around 86-87k. And what I'll be doing in the next 6 weeks is building that up in 4-mile chunks. So this week I'm going to be running about 58 miles, so 93k. Then we hold it for another week, then we up it to 62 miles, 100k. Then we hold it for a week, and then we up it again to the peak mileage, which will be around 66-67 miles. And that's a change for me, because in the past I've tended to kind of build up to a peak mileage just before the marathon, so maybe 3-4 weeks out. And at the same time, my kind of workouts have been getting bigger too. So it's not the only way to do it, but I like the principle of building to that peak and then kind of sticking at it for your specific training when the workouts are going to get most intense, rather than doing both of those things at the same time and having that increased risk of injury. So you're going to join me on the long run, where I'm going to be doing my first endurance quality session. But before we get there, a quick recap on the week so far. So Monday, after that Fairlands Valley Challenge 30k run, it was a 35-minute recovery run, but the pace is actually increasing because my fitness is getting better and the temperature has dropped a bit. But nonetheless, trying to keep it super easy on that recovery day. I also played 6-a-side football in the evening for a little top up, and that was Monday done. Tuesday, it's my speed day, as I've mentioned, but before that I did PT with Georgie in the morning, focusing on upper body and core. Run to and from the gym each time now, so that works out about 1.2 miles or 2 kilometers. This hill, gotta slow down. And then in the evening I was leading a Spartans Group EF session, and that involved 5 times of 1 minute, 2 minute and 3 minute efforts, and with 60 seconds recovery between each. I did a nice long warm-up before, so 3 miles, 5k, and a decent cool down as well, and I felt fantastic. My average pace for those reps was 5:45, and I was always feeling really in control. Wednesday is my usual rest day, and I just want to say a quick apology because I didn't recap my whole of my week in my last video, which meant we missed out on a Henry demonstration of rest day. So let's throw 2 in here to make up for that. And then yesterday, Thursday, at the time of recording, I did 60 minutes easy, but including 5 times 9-second hill sprints, just dotting them in where there was a hill, recovering for about 5 minutes at least, and then doing another hill sprint when I could. That felt really good. Again, the temperature dropping, so yeah, good signs in terms of pace and heart rate. And then of course there is today, which is going to be somewhere in between a 50 and 60 minute easy run. I don't think I'm going to do any strides or hill sprints because I've got that in the plan tomorrow. But if you go onto my Strava, you will see where I've been chatting to camera up a hill. Sorry, noisy car. And yes, it's not ideal. Usually I'm very disciplined with the old heart rate and effort, but forgive me, occasionally I stray. So that is everything. For now, I will see you on the Sunday run. Hello, welcome to my Sunday long run. Yes, I've had a haircut, and yes, I am running Weston, the small village in Hertfordshire right now, to go and meet Mike and Paul, who you would have seen in the last video when we did the Fairlands Valley Challenge together. Just on my way to meet them now as part of their long run. I think they're doing about 10 miles, 16k, but I'm doing a lot more than that, but more than that shortly, because yesterday was Saturday and it was a classic for me, a park run sandwich, but I got to run with Keith. I'm doing a coaching plan with him right now as he trains for Manchester half marathon. So we went out and we did 75 minutes easy, and then we did 6 times 20-second strides at the end. It's lovely to get out and run with Keith and just chat about all things running. So the plan for today's run is to do very similar to what I did last week, so 18.7 miles or just over 30k, as that will take me to 58 miles for the week. That's 93k for you kilometre folk. And after mainly running kind of easy, steady I'm going to do a section of 6 miles at 83% of race pace, which I don't know what my race pace is going to be right now. Obviously for a sub 3 marathon you need officially 6:52 a mile or 4:15 a kilometre, but really I look at 6:50, 4:15 because you always end up running further in a marathon race. But I don't want to kind of pick the pace just yet, so I'm giving myself a degree of flexibility. So based on anything from a 6:40, so 4:09 a kilometre, to 6:50, 4:15 a kilometre, 83% of that pace works out as 7:36 a mile to 7:47, I believe, and that is 4:43 to 4:50 per kilometre. So that's the plan today, 6 miles, and that's faster pace. I'll do that after I finish the run with the guys, and then a bit of a cool down. So just ease back off that pace. Another opportunity to practice the nutrition. So I'm on the SIS Beta Fuel. There's 40 grams of carbs in one of these. Planning to take 5 to 6. So I reckon I'll be out for the best part of 3 hours, which generally is going to be kind of my max that I'm going to do for a long run. I know once you go beyond 3 hours, just that increase of injury goes up, and I think I'm going to be able to, with the kind of workouts I want to do, get some good efforts in and distance while running no more than 3 hours. So yeah, I'm just going to run down this road now until we meet up with Mike and Paul and anyone else if they're there, and yeah, enjoy a nice few miles company with them. We've both got WhatsApp live location on, so we know where we are, and if I keep running down this road I will find them. So I'm actually running back on myself now because I don't want to miss them. 6 miles an hour. I did say 7 a minute ago, I promise. And just want to say the shoes I'm wearing today are the Saucony Endorphin Speed 3s, my older pair. So yeah, they've got a fair few miles in them now, but still feel good. And yeah, just when I want to pick up the pace, but I don't yet want to do big workouts in my Alpha Flight 1s, then these are a good middle ground. I've got my new pair, which I'm wearing on Tuesdays, which feel delightful. So I've just done 6 miles, 10k with the boys. Great to see Charlie as well. For those of you who've been following the channel a while, you might remember when Georgie was doing Abingdon last year, so was Charlie, and he's doing it again this year. So we're both aiming for sub 3, so it's lovely to catch up with him. So 1 hour 26 on the watch, 10 miles, 16k, beat over. Now time, pick it up with 6 miles or 10k. Let's go. Just over halfway through 5k. So the first 3 miles I've done 7:38, 7:36, 7:37. Feels good. Got some hills to come. So I might have accidentally got carried away there and done 7 miles instead of 6. I didn't even realise I had gone past 7, which bodes well, I guess. Can't remember all the splits, but there was a 7:36 in there, a 7:40. One of the miles I had to go up towards Hampson Park. For those who know, at the old Stevenage 10k finish, so that's a pretty steep hill. But yeah, it felt good throughout. Just a cool down to go. So just coming in now, just ticked over 18.7 miles, 30 plus K for the second week in a row. And yeah, that felt really good. Got 5 SIF beta fuel gels down me. And yeah, we're just coming up to 2 hours 35 on the watch. So yeah, a little bit less time on feet than last week, with some faster pace in there, which felt good to be honest, which it should do because it's only 83% of race pace. But yeah, very happy with that. Just gonna tick over to 2 hours 35 and call it a day. And then time for some brunch. I would suggest across this road, and we 18.8 miles are done. Oh yes, let's save this workout and see what it says for the stats for the week. Heart rate 143, so just above my zone 2, so that's really nice. It's not the flattest route either, so a few hills in there. It's a humid day, not too warm, but yeah, it's quite humid. So again, all encouraging signs. A lot of time spent in zone 2, fair amount in zone 3, and a tiny bit in zone 4. That's 58 miles for the week, and it's 93k. That's bang on where I wanted to be for this first week of support training. And the race predictor is looking good too. So for the first time ever, we've dipped below 257 for the predicted marathon time. We're on 256.57, and the other times are looking good too. 17:35, which is 10 seconds slower than my PB, 37:05, which is just a bit quicker than my PB, and 1:22.17 for the half, which is a minute quicker than my PB. So obviously it's just a guide, but everything trending in the right direction despite running in some hotter weather recently. So it's amazing. You know, a week or two ago that was over 3 hours, now it's saying sub 257. So hey, I'll take it. So that is all for this one. If you've enjoyed the video, do give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you want to follow me on this journey, hopefully to a sub-3 marathon. It is 12 weeks today at the time of recording, so Abingdon Marathon is coming up fast, and I can't wait to share this next 3 months with you. So hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Oh, and chocolate milk for the win. Thanks for watching. See you next week.